Well, howdy folks, DaveMan here again, Rollman Revolution. We're going to do a little walk and talk here today. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, in real time, and for the most part, it has become almost impossible as a person who kind of tries to follow this stuff on a regular basis and work two jobs. It's kind of almost impossible to keep up on all of the information, news, and events happening during this powerful Trump administration. Now, regardless of you like President Trump or not, I'm at that point now in my life where I really don't give a shit what people think in terms of what they believe about somebody, because most of the time people don't know the truth about who they are assessing, and they usually make decisions based upon what the collective or the group of people that are around them are thinking. So if you're one of those people, I really don't give a shit of what your opinion of President Trump. It's the results that matter. And if you pay attention closely, there's a reason why the mainstream media has no idea what to report on. They keep throwing out this shit about judges and judges and judges because that's the only leg they have to stand on right now, because President Trump is firing on all cylinders. Look at the overseas trip that he just took to Saudi Arabia, Qatar. Look at the deals, friendship, long-term investment he is trying to create for the people that are coming after him. Do you know what I mean by that? The people that come after Trump, because Trump is not actually going to, unfortunately, probably be around to reap the benefits and the rewards of his policies if we fight to keep them going forward. Because a lot of the stuff that he's doing is laying the groundwork for future generations to rebuild America the way it was intended. That's why President Trump is a providential and, without a doubt, a key figure in this moment in time. It just shocks me. Day after day, I come home, the amount of work this man can accomplish in a very small period of time. Look, there are senators and representatives who made a career in Washington, D.C., and couldn't get shit passed, couldn't make anything happen. And do you want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because Tim Burchett's right. Most of the people up in Washington, D.C. are compromised. And until we address that situation as a nation, it doesn't matter what D or R you have in front of your name, because corruption is embedded within all parties and all people if they allow it. So the only way we're going to fix this matter is if you and I directly get involved. But as you can see, if you just stand back and look at what is being, undressed over the last few weeks, and now with the books coming out by Jake Tapper about Joe Biden's decline, that they just didn't know it. I mean, look, these are supposed to be the most sophisticated, on-spot, on-point reporters in the world. They're supposed to be the best of the best, right? But they couldn't tell, you're gonna tell me, honestly, that all of them. Look, in 2019, I knew Joe Biden wasn't the same. This is the thing. You can just look at a person and realize the way they walk, the way their mannerisms are, that they're a shell of their previous form. And yet they kept pushing Joe Biden, Joe Biden. Why? Because they had to make sure Trump did not win. And you're starting to see this now. You're starting to see this fourth branch of government in action slowly start to uncover itself. And I tell you right now, if the FBI doesn't go after James Comey and get him into an office and start sitting him down and start seeing exactly what he knows, I'm starting to tell you, and I will tell you right here on this program, if you get these people into a corner and you start talking to them one-on-one about what you know, I can guarantee you that they're going to throw each other under the bus. Why? Because there is no trust amongst thieves, liars, and manipulators. And this deep state apparatus, administrative state, whatever you want to call them, this is all, temporary alliances. I mean, they'll throw each other under the bus if it's going to save their own ass every time. That's how they stay hidden. That's how they stay off the grid. So you can see how many people and how many arms are slowly connected to this. But whether you have a D or an R in front of your name has nothing to do with it anymore, as you can see with the budget going on as well. Look, President Trump has outlined a budget. He's overseas trying to make deals with foreign countries, and he's doing this successfully. Everybody is receiving President Trump like he's a king. And I say that in open quotes because I'm not trying to say he's like an oligarch. Right? No, they're giving him the respect he deserves, is the right way to put it. And I'm so tired of the media just trying to downplay everything that President Trump is doing, because the numbers speak for themselves and the reactions of other countries speak for themselves. You're not going to tell me what my eyes don't see and my ears don't hear. But there are many people when they go to these protests who still don't get it. You just don't get it. You anti-Trumpers out there just don't get it. This isn't a disagreement. You're just flat out wrong. And just because your logic by how you got to your conclusions makes zero sense. And you know it. But I'm telling you right now, if this United States doesn't start rallying around what Trump is doing, especially those in Congress, those people led up by the likes of Mike Johnson, if you're not going to take budget cuts serious, then just resign. Just resign. We'll put new people in here who understand what the American people are really going through, the ones that are actually picking up the tab for this bill. And you know what? We'll put new people in there, and they'll make the decisions. Because you know what? I think you're all compromised. I think you're all compromised. You got too many people in your pockets telling you what to think and what to say. And that's the reason why shit doesn't get done. President Trump just got off a major business trip overseas. He's coming back to a country in which the court system is pussyfooting around with whether or not Trump, as the President of the United States, under his Article 2 powers, can remove terrorists from his country. Oh my God. It's like, this is day one shit, and yet we're arguing this in the biggest courts of the land. And John Roberts flips it back to the Fifth Circuit because, you know what, he doesn't want to have anything to do with that fire, right? He doesn't want anything to do with it because it's a stupid argument and everybody knows it. President Trump has the right to protect his nation, and he's going around the world trying to ensure that the future of America is safe, secure, and prosperous, and he's getting shit on for it. Y'all need to wake the hell up out there, because this division shit is not lasting any longer. I'm telling you, this American country deserves better, and we're going to give them better. All right, my friends, I've rambled enough. Share this with your friends. You tell them Trump is the way. This is what the country needs right now. He may not be a little rough around the edges. You may not like the way he talks, but I'm sorry, at the end of the day, I don't give a shit. I'm not asking you to marry him. I'm asking you to respect what he's doing for the future of your family and your children. And if you don't get it, well, email me. I'll set you straight. Come on, my friends, share this video, like, subscribe. Send it all out to all those friends of yours who just hate liberals or hate conservatives, hate MAGA, don't understand MAGA. We need more people speaking out. All right, my friends, I'll talk with you soon. Take care. Peace.